Good evening, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of our Teach Smart Bootcamp 1.0. Okay, so I still remain your coach, Esther. Today we'll be looking at a couple of things. We're going to be looking at how to create educational materials in Canva and PowerPoint. The PowerPoint, I'm going to be showing us the same thing I do on Canva, how it's done on PowerPoint, okay, just for us to have a feel of the two. And then we're going to learn to create fillable worksheets. So the kind of worksheets that you can send to children and they'll be able to fill it via their devices and send it back without you having to give them a hard copy worksheet to take home. Okay, so we're going to be looking at some of Google Classroom settings and some Google Classroom fundamentals that are very important that most times teachers actually do not really take note of that when they're actually working on that space. So these are the three things we'll be doing. So without wasting our time, I will dive right into it. Okay, so first, I'll give us a quick tip on Canva software. So these are a couple of things that I want us to take note of. In Canva, when you need to select more than one object, just the way we've been doing in PowerPoint, but in Canva, if you need to select, you hold the Shift key down. In PowerPoint, we hold the Control key down to select. And sometimes the Shift key works on PowerPoint too, but on Canva is strictly the Shift key. And you can change the color of an object in Canva. I will show us what I mean by that once I get into the software. Okay, and then you can select tools in the elements pane to choose if you want just static or you want animated images. You know what I mean by animated images? That means images that are moving, that have animations on them. Okay, so I want us to take note of the dimension for A4 portrait paper, 8.5 by 11 inches. This is inch. And then if you're changing to centimeter, you use 21 by 29.7 centimeter in Canva. Okay, and vice versa. So vice versa means if you want to create that worksheet in landscape view, it means you're going to move 11 here and bring 8.5 here, move this here and bring this one here. So the site for Canva is canva.com. Okay, so that's the basic site for Canva. All right, so let's just start. Let's go straight into our lesson. So I'm going to open my software and I'm going to log into Canva. So let's say this is your browser. This is the Chrome browser and you need to go into Canva. So all you need to do is to type the site canva.com and it will load Canva for you. Now, it would, for you, if you have not created an account on Canva, you won't see your interface coming up like this, okay? So what you will see basically is the software telling you, okay, let me show us a little bit of what you will see from. Let me check the software I have not used on Canva before. This site I've not used on. So let's try this canva.com. Okay, so now this is Canva's interface. This is what you will see if you have not signed up on Canva before. Okay, so all you need to do is it will see, it's trying to tell me, oh, do you want to sign up or sign in with this account or whatever? But if I click on sign up, I think it just logged me into an account. Wonderful. So, but that's that. If you don't have an account, you sign up. If if you already have an account, you sign in. That's just how it works. Okay, so this is the space I'm going to be using for our class today. So let's say this is your Canvas software. On this part, you see create. This is where you click. If you want to start creating something, you can come here. This is a variety of what you can create in Canva. So it's asking, do you want to create sheets? You want to create documents, whiteboard? You need a whiteboard presentation, social media, whatever. whatever, and all that. Flyer, if you need flyer, you can specifically just type here, say flyer, and it will give you different dimensions. Do you want flyer in landscape, flyer in portrait, advertising flyer, animal flyer? It will just give you. So I believe we can explore this on our own on a very good day. If I wanted worksheets, which I'll be doing, that's what I'll be working on today. All I need to do is type worksheets, and it will give you a variety of, it will ask you, do you want worksheet in landscape view, worksheet in portrait view, wizard worksheets, worksheet for children, landscape, and all that. If you click on this, let's say you want to click on this, which that is actually in landscape view. If I click on this, if you go through create, it will only pop up with a blank canvas. This space where we create our designs is called canvas. So if you do not want that, let's say you want to have a view of different templates that have been done already, so all you need to do is close this. And instead of coming through create a design, you will go through, instead of coming through create, you'll come through this part and just type worksheets. Press enter and you will see a couple of worksheets that have been created in Canva. You'll see a couple of worksheets. At least that could spark it could spark ideas. You can actually click and download from here. If it's not a paid version of Canva, if it's not a paid version, like it doesn't have premium features on it, it means you can download it successfully without having watermark on it. Like this now, this can be downloaded successfully from Canva without having any restriction of watermark, Canva watermark covering it. So any avoid anything you see that carries this crown, because that's premium features. It's unprofessional if you're downloading something for a professional institution like a school, and you're having watermark, giving children something that has watermark on it. That's really, for me, I see it as being unprofessional. So avoid the premium features in Canva. But if you feel like, oh, I want to upgrade, I want to pay for it, so I can use the premium features, then that's cool. That's up to you to decide. Okay, so this is a variety of templates you can that could spark your idea. You can say, oh, let me see how this is done, and let me see what I can do. So, but then if you want to create your own personally, all you need to do is click create a blank. You click create blank, and it will give you a blank. This is A4, and it's in portrait view. Okay, so this is portrait. And so why it pops up, it will pop up different templates here too. So to explain these features, this is design. Design means when you click on design, you will see other templates that relates to what your canvas is, what your search was. You will see other templates, which are the worksheet template. That's all you will see. You will never see a flyer here because you didn't choose that you are trying to work on a flyer. You chose that you're trying to work on a worksheet. So those are the things you will see right here. Elements, this is where you go to get your visuals, your graphics, shapes, and what have you, whatever you want to use. You come in here to get them. All you need to do is just type what you're looking for. If you're looking for a picture of a boy, picture of a girl, grandmother, whatever, just type it here and it will pop up some images for you. Text, this is where you go to add text to your design. Forget about this, it has a premium feature. Forget about it. This is actually for businesses. If they want to brand their people who use premium features, let's say they use it for branding, they want to brand their business and all that, that's when they come here. So this is not for you. Upload, this is where you go to upload files. So if I wanted to upload some files here, let's say I have some files that I kept somewhere. Okay, so let me upload something that I'm going to use for this class. So I have some already made clocks that I designed in PowerPoint. This clock, I designed them in PowerPoint, and I'll show us a bit on how we can do that. So let me upload it into Canva because I'm going to use it on Canva. So click open, and all of whatever you upload will start uploading right here. So that's what upload files do. Once you click upload files, find the files you want to upload and upload them right here. So these are my clocks, they are uploading. Once they are done, you see that this thing stops and it comes back to upload. So my files are done uploading. Okay, so tools, this is where maybe you want to use draw. You want to kind of draw on the you want to make some drawings on your slide. That's the only time you come here. That's the only time you come into tools. Okay, so you want some sticky notes on whatever, you can click here, sticky notes. You want to, this is just a very basic feature. Okay, so most times it's very good for if you want to make your own drawings, right? So that's that about that feature. So this is undo. I want to take this off and I'll just click on undo. Okay, so projects. Projects are, this is where you find most of the things you have done on your in your space. Okay, so these are some of the worksheets I created. So this is where you find some of what you have done under projects. Okay, so that's that about these tools. I've explained all of this. So when I start, it's not very strange to us. This is undo and this is redo. If I wanted to bring back what I removed before, I bring it back with redo. But now I want to undo it. This is resize. Resize is a premium feature, so avoid it. It only works when if you feel like, oh, you want to resize this canvas, you don't want this A4 size, you want a different size, then you can resize it, but you need to do that on the premium feature, so avoid it. File tab, you come to File tab to maybe make a copy of what you have designed. And here, this is how you download. That's cool. Okay, so this is where we come to download. Once you're done designing, this is where you click to download. Okay, so that's that. Let's start our creations. When we start, I will expose us to other features that has to that works with it. All right, so sorry, am I audible enough?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
yes.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Okay, so let me click on something that I designed and let's see. Okay. Home. You come back to home. If you need to see most of your creations, you come back to home. Now, let's look at these templates and let me open this one also. Okay. So this is a very basic worksheet that was created. And all of this, you see, the difference between Canva and PowerPoint is the fact that you may necessarily not need to upload so many pictures into Canva, except for the ones that maybe you create by yourself. Basically, you will find most of the pictures you need in Canva. And even on the free version, you will find so many things you can use on the free version. You will definitely find, in as much as yes, the premium version has a lot, like if you pay for it, you will definitely use a lot of feature, but then the free version still has a lot. I did this with the free version because this is just the free version. I mean, the paid version I use is on my other account, so this is a free version because I need to show us. So now, so this was a worksheet I created and created this. I was trying to create another one, okay, just for the purpose of this class. So I'll show us how I achieved this and how you can achieve others. All right, so I'll come back to my home where I started my blank canvas. So I'll just come here to design. I just want to leave it at design. Okay. So the first thing I want to do here is to go to elements. I want to put a border line because I like worksheets having a very beautiful side borders, page borders. Okay. So I just choose this one. So all I need to do is choose this one. And once you choose it, you can drag it to fit your screen, to fit your canvas, sorry, to fit the canvas. Drag it to fit the canvas. Now, I added this shape and all of these tools popped up. All of these tools popped up. So while I'm going through all the design, I'll be touching all of these, maybe one after the other. Okay, so once you insert a shape, you notice that this color here is here, meaning I can change the color of this from this point. So all I need to do is click on this, sorry, click on it, and you come into the color pane. You come into the color pane. Right here, you remove no color, you click no color because I don't want a fill color. I don't want a fill color. I want my background to be white. Okay. Now, this is it. It's changed now to fill. It's changed now to no color. On this place, this is called stroke style. Now, the stroke style in PowerPoint, we know it as outline, but in Canva, we know it as stroke. So once you click there, you can now adjust the stroke to give it a border line, just a random borderline. If you wanted something else, you could click here, click on this, but I just like to use this. So I'll stretch it in a bit. Okay. Now, once this appears, you see this stroke, meaning stroke color. Once you activate the stroke style, this will appear. So you come here, click on, make sure you click on it. Click on it to change the strokes to the stroke color. So I can choose from any of these. And if I feel like, oh, what I want is not here, I'll come here to add a new color. And then maybe I can just choose specifically what I want. Okay. So let's say I want to choose this red. And that's it. The red is there. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, let's close this now. The next thing we're going to do is to insert text into this. So for a worksheet, of course, basic content that should be on a worksheet first will be the name. We want the child to enter his or her name. Okay. So move it, place it at the top. I can reduce it. Okay, let me not use the shortcuts, but remember I told us in PowerPoint that Control Shift greater than increases a font size and Control Shift less than decreases the font size. So that's the same thing. It works for Canva too. But let me not confuse us. So let me just use the buttons I see here. So this minus is to decrease font size and this is to increase font size. So I just increase it from there and that's it. That's how I want it to be. Okay. So if you were designing for the school, something you want your children to maybe take home, your school, you could decide to say, oh, I want to add the logo. So you would have uploaded the logo of the school there. So let's assume this is the logo and I'll just bring it in. So let's say I want to place it just here. Okay, and I'll put it there. Okay, next thing, I'm trying to recreate that. So what's the title of what I'm creating, or what do I want these children to do? I'll just click on this. I'll click add a heading. Add a heading. Let's say I want them to spell. I want them to spell. Okay, so I just move this button. This tool here is to move to move whatever you add to to move shapes, to move text. But whenever you don't see it, whenever you don't see this tool, all you need to do, click out and click back on the shape, then you can move it. There are two ways because sometimes you may not see this tool, you may only see the rotate tool there. Okay, so click, move it. I think I'll place it at the center. I'll just highlight it, Control A, and then I want to change the fonts. Now let me show you how this font works. There are different categories here. So if you wanted handwriting, you click on handwriting. Handwritings will pop up. So it will pop up with very beautiful handwritings, and you can see that most of these are free version. Okay, there are no. So let's say I want to choose this. Once you choose, it pops up and that's how it's showing. So let's say I also still want to do something to this. I also still want to do something to this font. Is actually, let's say it's too big, 58. Let me just reduce it a little bit. Let me reduce it a little bit. If you wanted to underline it, you can do this to underline it if you wanted it underlined. Okay, so let's leave that. Now I want to bring in the element. I want the children to spell. And let's say I want to use fruits. I want to use fruits. Let's do that. Let's do the same thing. So what do you need to do? Type fruits and press enter. So you'll see these fruits coming up. You'll see their categories here. It will ask you, do you want graphics, photos, frames, or videos? I will just need photos. So let me click on photos. Let me see what I have there in photos. Okay, see all of these. See what I have. Now look at all these. These are premium, premium, premium. Avoid them. Just avoid them. Okay. You keep going until you find the ones that may not have that. So this is lemon, right? Let me
Yes.
want to check
Yes.
this. Okay, I think this is an orange. Okay, so let me add the lemon first. Okay, so reduce it, place it, position it where you want it to be. It's taking a while to load. Okay, watermelon. Okay. I think I'm coming. Let me go away from here. Good. There's because I remember this was where I found all of those images. So just away, once you click on elements without typing fruit, you see these photos here, these default photos. Just click on see all. This is what I wanted to. So right here where you can see more of fruits, you could just click see all and you see a lot of them, and they do, and most of them do not have any premium feature on them. So I can move this grapes and I can bring nipple, adjust it and place it. I can bring apples, apple, move it. You can see how easy it is to add your pictures in Canva. Most especially if they are there, they are just very, very, very easy to insert. So this is what I want to do. And let's assume I'm done with this, okay? So I may just create some borders, some boxes right here. So those boxes will help me know where I'm going to position my fillable, where I'm going to edit, the places where I'm going to make fillables. So I can just come to elements, back to elements. Let me go back. Okay, go to shapes, shapes. Oh no. Okay, so let's say square shape. These are not the kind of shapes I'm looking for. I think I need to go out. Okay, good. Please, once this thing is coming out that way, just check for the back button here. Go out and just come into the default space of elements. So this is where you see most of the shapes that you're looking for. This is where you see them. Okay, so let me just choose this one. Let me choose this. And I just want to create the boxes where the children will fill in the names of these things. Okay, so let me just make it. And I'm going to change it. I just change the color to no fill. I just create a border. Or perhaps let me see. Okay, no. Let me create a stroke a little bit so that it pops up. Okay. Okay, good. Now, if you wanted to change the color of the stroke, I already showed us how to do that. So once that is done, click out, click back and duplicate it. So you see this thing here. Once you click on the shape, you see this tool. This is duplicate. Click and drag it, position it, position. You can see those guides like we see in PowerPoint. Those guides are appearing, showing that, oh, you can just adjust from there. Why this is happening is because I already positioned the second one. So once it notices a sequence, once you click duplicate, it will just align them accordingly because it has actually mastered your sequence. So let's say this is a worksheet and I want to move it. I want to now, it's not yet fillable. So if I send this to children, they won't be able to fill anything. So I need to make it fillable. So what do you do? We're done designing, so we can download this design. So let's say click download. And let me show us where to name this document when we are done. Okay, so let me show us where to name it. So this is where you title your worksheet. So let's say I wanted to title this fruit. Let me just title fruit worksheet. Press enter. So this is fruit work. So that when the work downloads, it will download with that name. So download. And I recommend if you come to this part, you see that there are different things you can different formats you can download it from. So we have PDF standard, they have PDF print. So PDF print basically will be, you can always use this if you know that that document will be printed. Okay, so but this one is very good for PDF online editing, emailing, and all that. So just click the standard one and click downloads. Okay, so that is downloading because it doesn't have any premium features on it, so it's downloading freely. Okay, so now we have our worksheet. How do you make it fillable? You make it fillable through a particular site. There are two very basic sites I'm going to introduce us to. The first one is called Seda. This site, and the second one is PDF Escape. So these two sites are very basic, but I've explored the two and I know that this Seda is very easy and friendly is very friendly. PDF Escape's not so easy to navigate, but not so difficult, but the functions are just different. I prefer to use Seda. So once you come into Seda, you click edit a document, edit a PDF document, and it will ask you to upload your document. Now it says here that files stay private, automatically deleted after 2 hours. Free service for documents up to 200 pages, meaning you can have over 200 pages of worksheet in one PDF page, and you can upload it on Seda, do whatever you want to do on them, or 50 MB worth of 50 MB of that particular document. It must not be more than 50 MB, but of course there's nothing you would design in one PDF file that will be up to 50 MB, except I don't know, whatever that is that. And 3 hours, 3 tasks per hour, meaning if you edit 3 times in 1 hour, you can't go another time, you have to wait the other hour. This is what this means. So upload your PDF here. So click upload and let's find the PDF. This is the PDF right here, fruit worksheets. Click open and it would load. It's loading. So this is it loading here. This is it loading here. Okay, so you can just zoom out a bit so that it's not too big, so you can see what you're doing. Okay, so I'm zooming out. Yeah, so this is it. Okay, so how do you now make these boxes, but how do you make these places fillable so that students can fill and send back to you? Okay, so all you need to do is come to forms do that. So you click on form and you select test. You only select check boxes if you wanted to insert check boxes for the children to check the correct answers. Then test multi-line means that it's not just a straight line test. The box need to be extended. Let's say for, I think this one would be very useful for those in upper primary, secondary school. You know, when you give them a question, you want them to, it's going to take up to like 5 lines or 6 lines of text. That's when you use test multi-line. But once this is just a short answer test, so click on test and drop it here. Okay, I'm wondering why it's so big right now. Okay, I know why, because I actually zoomed it out. I was supposed to zoom it. So I just hold this point and just adjust it a bit. Let it come back. So I'll still adjust it because it's still so long. Bring it. So once you set one, you can now copy and okay. So this is how it's going to be. If you wanted these tests, this test is actually on at the left side. If you wanted this to for the children to start from the center when they're typing, so all you need to do is click here, right? Test alignment and click center. So the test, once they click, it will begin on the center. All right. So border color, ignore that. I think that's basically what we need to do here. So I'll just click on this duplicate field and I'll drop it here. You can see those guides. Even the guides are here on Seda. They help you know that, okay, this is the position of the first one. So position the second one that way. Okay, so I'll scroll and duplicate this field again. Drop it here. Duplicate, drop, duplicate, and drop. Okay, cool. So this is my worksheet and this is all I need the children to do on this worksheet. Once you're done, click apply changes. So it says your task is processing and then I will download this. Okay, so here I have it. I have the previous one. Let me go into my, okay, so this was the one that does not have, that was created on Canva. That wasn't fillable, and this is what downloaded as the fillable one. So for instance, if you wanted to change the name so that it does not interfere with what you downloaded on Canva, you could just come here to Fruit Worksheet and just change the name. So let's say Fruit Worksheet Fillable. So I'll be able to know which one I'm working on. So download, and that I have it, Fruit Worksheet Fillable. Now there are Microsoft Edge and Chrome browser will perfectly edit this software. We perfectly edit this PDF and students can send it back to you. Even you, if you need to edit, if you need to do something, you can use your Chrome browser or the Microsoft Edge. So what I'll just do is to just show us how this is working. Fruit Worksheet Fillable. I'll double click to open it. It's opening right here in my Microsoft Edge browser. This is my Edge browser and it's opening right here. So this is it. Now, once I click, it will tell me, oh, type your answer. So that's it. Sorry. Melon. Click. Okay, so this is just how it works. So students will be able to, okay, let's not do this. Let me not fill this. I will take this straight into, no need, let me just close this. So watch what I'm going to do right now. Leave. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do right now. So I told us to join the Google Classroom page. So I'm just going to open the classroom and I'm going to upload this worksheet to the classroom. So instead of wasting my time on the browser, let me just show us on the classroom how this can be uploaded. All right. So, okay, so this is the classroom and this is the classroom we were supposed to enter. I don't know how many of us have entered. Okay, no need. All right, so let me upload. If you come into Google Classroom and you want to upload this kind of worksheet, you have to upload it as an assignment. Please take note, assignment. So you go to classwork, come to create. You see all of these things, they work differently. Assignment, quiz assignment is only for when you really need to give the children quiz and all that. In this place, they don't turn in anything for you. They don't attach anything back to you at any point. Question is strictly for questions and answers on straight on the Google Classroom. Materials is where you can save all your, maybe you want to send them flashcards, you want to save your flashcards in the material section of your classroom. You want to drop your notes presentations, your video lessons. You just want to have that in the material folder so that when children come in, they know that, oh, all the files we need in this term, our teacher always uploads it on the material side. Because I see a lot of us, when we want to post something, we post it on assignment. No, you don't post it as assignment because you are just giving them a video to watch. It's just a video. You didn't ask them any other question. Except you have other questions for them. That's the only time you can say, you can put it on assignment and say, okay, watch the video and answer the following question. But since you're not doing that, put your material, put all your video class lessons, your YouTube videos, whatever lessons, flashcards, worksheets, that, or just whatever you need, that you know the children just need to go there and read, revise, study. Just put them on material page. All right, so I'll use assignments and I'm going to explain the technicality of this place, because this place has some functions, especially when we are working with, you're attaching a file to Google Classroom through assignment and you want the children to turn it in. There are some technicalities to it. So here I'm going to give it a title. So let's say English. I'll state the subject and then I'll say work worksheet 1. So English worksheet 1 is what I want to name that. So I'll say open. Let me just give a random instruction. Open and type your answers. Okay, so let me just give a random. So I'll come here. I'll change this. Let me just edit here. So topic is, you want to place all your worksheets in a particular place so that it's not crowding your page. So you create a topic for it, maybe call it worksheets. Worksheets, okay? And that's that. You can create a due date, click on graded if you really do not want to give them a score there. Click on graded, assign to all students. If you wanted to remove some students from the worksheet, all you need to do is click on it and remove the people you need to remove. Take them out and click done. And this is what you will see. Now I want to upload my worksheet to this to the Google Classroom now, because I need the children to answer the questions and send it back to me. So upload, and you go straight into browse. Click browse, click your fruit worksheet fillable. Don't make a mistake when you're actually uploading the PDF. Very important that you don't make a mistake. So click and open. All right, so that's going to load. It's loaded. Now this is where the technicality comes in. When you click student can view file, it means that they can't edit the file. So you need to specify, what do you want them to do? Now, if you click students can edit this file, it means that every child will edit one file. The file will go to them, and for instance, let's say I have 3 students, Sarah, John, and David, and I assign this worksheet to Sarah, John, and David. And I choose students can edit this file. So what will happen is, if Sarah was the first person to start the work, Sarah would give her answer and submit. When David comes in, David will answer, seeing that, oh, someone else has answered, but may not really know who answered, but will see that someone else has actually answered. So let me drop my own answer. The person will drop his answer. The other person, John, will come in and see, oh, Sarah and David has answered. Let me give my own answer. So that's what students can edit this file will do, especially when you're uploading PDFs that you want students to answer and return back to you. So this is not an option. The very basic option to use is to make a copy for each student. So always choose this, please. When you're on assignment page and you're uploading a file like this, please choose make a copy for each student, so that a copy is just made for every student that you've assigned the work for. Okay, so that's that. I'm done. I've attached my file. I've given an instruction. I've put a title. I've said here I don't want it to be grade on. I don't want it to be graded. I want to grade myself. Then there's no due date here, but if I was going to put a due date, all you need to do, click there, click a calendar, click the calendar, choose the date that you want them to stop, choose it, make sure you choose, click and click OK. If you wanted them to see a time that they are supposed to answer it before a particular time, just click and change the timing. If you need to change the timing, click out. And then once you toggle this on, what it means is on the Google Classroom, it will tell you that this child, it will show missing, 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 missing. It shows missing because that child didn't attempt it before the due time. Okay, the child didn't attempt it. So you will know those who did not attempt the work before the due time. Doesn't mean that they can't still access it. They can access it, but you just see it as missing, missing because they didn't attempt it before the due time. Okay, so I'm done with this and I can assign. So assign. I've assigned this worksheet. I'm going to show you now on the students page. So what I think I need to do is to add myself to this place. Okay, I think I'm already here. Yes, I'm here. So let me go to the students. I'm here as a student. So I'll show you what the students will see. So this is students and okay, let me go to classroom. This is it. Okay, sorry. Now, if I was a student and I'm using my system, this is what I will see. I'll see that, oh, English worksheet 1 is ready for me to attempt and it will end today by 11:59 p.m. So, oh, I have to hurry. So the child can actually click from here and just get into the worksheet. Now, this is the PDF here. So let me show you that this is very possible for students to enter their answers and send it back to you. So let's say this is the work of the child. The child would click on this. And once the child clicks on this, you click on the right. You go to the right, click more options, the three dots by the right. Click there and click open in a new window. Now, while we're opening a new window, so we can see the download button. So we can see the download button because it's obvious that this is still on the drive side. So just click on these three dots and click download. So the work will download and it will open. All you need to do is click on it and it opens up on the PDF space. So click, type your answer, type your answer. And you can see how big it is. On PDF Escape, it doesn't really come out big like this. So that's why I recommend Seda. Okay, so let's say I'm done with this. The child is done. All the child needs to do is to click on this print. Either the child clicks on print or, hello, can everybody still see my screen? Because I think I'm getting network.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, cool. So when the child is done answering, all the child needs to do is to just download. Now it will say download with your changes or without your changes. So the child is supposed to choose with your changes. And okay, so if the child needs to rename it, the child will go ahead to rename it. But if the child doesn't need to rename it, that's fine. But I think I would prefer to rename this my fruit assignment. Okay, so let's save it. Now the child is done. Come back to Google Classroom. Add or create. This is how the child turns in that same PDF to you. So add or create, go to File and find the file. Because I'm teaching, that's why it's taking so much time. But in a normal day, this shouldn't take them a longer time. No, it shouldn't. Upload his or her file. Okay, so the child's work is uploading right here. So this was the work you sent to the child, and this is the child's work. Once the work is uploaded, the child will turn in the work. So we'll ask you, okay, two attachments. No. Okay, just turn in. Yep. So turned in the work. Okay, so I'll go to my space now to see the work that the child has turned in. This is the classroom stream page. This was the work I posted.
If you touch that wipes, you tell me if that wipes is for
Hello,
play.
Faith. Please mute your mic. Okay, some other people have. Okay, I assigned this. Okay, so this person has sent in his or her work. So I'll just take a look at the work. Okay, so see, this is how you will get the work from the child. I don't know if we saw this. So this is it. This is this is the teacher's view now. The child has sent the work back to you. You have gotten the work, and all you need to do is just mark. Now we have annotations here. We have annotations here in you can see I'm using a laptop to do all of this. For those of you who say, oh, I don't think this thing is possible. It's very, very possible. So these are you'll see the mark. It was just down here. We call it annotation points. So once you click on it, it will show you all of these tools. I can actually just click on draw, or perhaps let me click this and scroll. Okay, so because I need to be at this page. All right, so I'll click on the pencil draw. I can decide to change the color. Okay, so I'll choose green, and then I want to mark this for the child. Okay, let's say you want to mark. Okay, so come back.
Sorry, Miss Esther.
Yes.
The annotation again, please.
What? You can't see it.
Can you
The
go over those
annotation.
Okay,
Yes, we
it's
can
not
see it,
showing.
please. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Oh, that means is the functionality of the, but can you see what I'm marking?
Yes, I can
Yes,
see what you're marking. Oh,
Okay,
we
that
could
means
not see
that
the
feature is
annotation.
not enabled to display on my live video, so that's just it.
Okay.
Yes, I think that feature is not enabled. But you see, instead of using a laptop to mark, what I suggest we always do is to use our smartphone. Okay, is to use the smartphone because the smartphone is very much easier. Now, for those of you who might be worried that, oh, you know what? Once you're done, you can actually decide to return the child's work back to him or her. So if you click on this, it will ask you return this submission. So once you're done marking, you can just return it back to the child. And it will ask you, student will be notified and can check any grade you've left, and you click return and the work will go back to that child. Now I want to show us how we can upload files into Canva. Okay, I already showed us that, right? So what I did with this clock, okay, this is another worksheet here. Remember, if you think that your design is too small and you need to zoom it in, just click on this thing and so you can zoom to see. So I was creating this. We already know how we can insert all of this. Sorry, let me leave this meeting. Okay, so we already know how we can insert all of these. And I did this by adding text. I just clicked on my add text, click add a heading. I added this, add a subheading. I added this, type in your answer correctly. And then I brought in all these questions. See, this can be for upper primary, they need to fill in all of these places if you were going to do that with them. Okay, so I imported this logo. This picture, let me delete this picture and let me show you where I got it. So elements, and then I came here to type water cycle, and you see a couple of them. the truth is, at some point, if you need to be very consistent with Canva, maybe at some point you will just need to pay for it, and it's not so much in a month, 2,800, and you can use all the premium features for a whole month. Okay, so I was just looking for the one that does not have that premium whatever on it. So I found this one, I saw this one, and you can see a couple of them that does not have this one. Now, what I can do with this one is I can actually just use it to design the slides. I can use it to design my page. So let's say I just want to fix it somewhere. I want to put it somewhere here, make it really small. It's just like adding design to your worksheet. Do you get? It's like adding this design to your worksheets. So what if I wanted to use this one? Because this one looks like a background. Okay, so let me bring it out a bit. You can convert this to the background of this slide in case you do not want like the white background. So let's see how to do that. Once you click on the picture you want, right click and click set image as background, and it will cover up. This is it on the page of our worksheet. So it has covered up the worksheet page. Okay, it has covered up the worksheet page. And like I said, once you're done, all you need to do is click file and download it. If it does not have any premium features, it would not hold you back. So I want to do a couple of things here. So let's say I want to save this as a picture. I'll tell you why I'm saving as a picture now. So I'll save this as a picture and click download. Okay, first, and I still want to save it as a PDF because perhaps I will need to make it fillable. Okay, let me not do this. I already showed us how to download from Canva, send it to Seda and make it add a fillable. Now what I want to do is I want to upload this to PowerPoint. So these are some worksheets I designed on PowerPoint, right? So I want to bring that one in. Now, I designed this. You can see is a picture. Can we see this? I can move it around. I can move this around because this is a picture. I designed it on Canva and I saved it as a picture and uploaded it here into PowerPoint. So I just want to show us that again for those who may not really grasp it. So this is it. I downloaded the picture I created on Canva now. So let me insert the picture here into PowerPoint. So this is the picture and click insert and that's the picture. So if you think it's not filling into your canvas properly, you can just drag it a little bit to fill it in. So by the time you want to print this is how it's going to come out. This is how it's going to come out. And we have a couple of worksheets here. So let's see. I told us that I was going to show us how we can create this clock, right? Or I don't know,
Yes.
maybe I should skip it. Okay, so how do you save your PowerPoint slides as PDF? That's what I want to show us now. Let me just show you first, then I will show us how to create the clock. Okay, so click File, click Save a Copy. Either you click Save a Copy or you come to Export. Right, for those of you who made, since some people say they're using a version that does not have export. So let me click Save a Copy. So once you click Save a Copy, you choose where you want to save that file. Just click Browse. Click Browse, let me choose Desktop and save it into this file, this folder here. And I'm going to name it Worksheet for, let's say, grade 1. Okay, so I'll save it in here. And you come to save as type. Remember, we want to save it as PDF. We want to save it as PDF, okay? So save as type. You come here, click on it, and just look for PDF. So this is PDF right here. Click on it. Make sure you select that PDF. Make sure the save as type is on PDF. Then you click save, and that document is saved. So let's upload it into Seda and create the places we want to be fillable. Okay, so Let's come into Seda. This is Seda. We want to start over again. So if you've done something before, what you need to do is click start over and then upload the PDF. So that file has more PDF, more pages on it. So that's what I want to show us with that one. Okay, so where did I save that file? Here. Okay, so this is the worksheet here. Open, and it would upload. It has uploaded now. So what I want to do, the only places where I need is this part. I need this place. I want the children to be able to enter their time here. So I'll click form, remember, click form and click test. And then I will drop it in the box. Okay, so you can reduce it a bit if you don't want it to be so big. Adjust the points and move it, position it at the center. Now, once you click on that, this is duplicate field. Once you have done one, you don't need to stress yourself drawing again. Just click on duplicate and drop, duplicate, drop. Okay, so I'll scroll down because I still want to drop. Okay, if I wanted to do this, I'll still drop, but I'll not do this. I have already done this. So I want to go straight to, okay, so scroll. Okay, so here I want to drop it here. I want the children to be able to feel this. So adjust it a little, stretch it to the dash. You can adjust it away from the dash. So when the children enters their answer, it stays at the top. Okay. You can still bring it down a little bit so the answer is not too big. Okay. So see, as you're adjusting this point, this font size reduces. I hope you can see that. Okay, so that's that. Now, once I've adjusted this, I'll duplicate and drop here. Duplicate and drop here. So I can still adjust it in case I feel like, oh, I don't know how long the children's answer will be. Okay, so you just have to adjust and I'll drop here. Okay, good. So I'm done with what I need to do on this particular group of worksheets. So I click apply changes. I can resave it. I'm okay with this name because I didn't save it I saved it different places. So I'll just click download. Okay, so once you're done, once you click download, you click on it. This is PDF. It has opened up here. And now you can scroll. Let's see if we can edit the clock. Type in the name. So what time is this? The child answers 3 o'clock. So you can see all of these are fillable. They can do all of this now. I didn't put that here, so it is here too. So the water cycle has 4 main stages: evaporation, and then the child will answer, condensation. So that's just, you see, I'm done with all that. Now, once you're done, once the child is done filling the answers, it's important that you have to save that answer. You have to save it. So another way they can do that is to click save as PDF, and just, I don't know where they want to save it, but they want to save all pages, yes, because you gave them all pages to work on. So they'll just click save. That's the easiest way. Click save. And it will ask them, where do you want to drop it? You see? Then I'm going to desktop. Let me drop it here. Let me drop it the same place where I uploaded the file to, but let me save the name. So if the child was working on this now, maybe the child will say, oh, David assignment. Okay, so save. And let's say that child sends it back to you. So that's just it. That child has done the work successfully and will go to Google Classroom to upload it on the page where you gave it to him or her. But let's see now. Let's see if what we did on the page saved. So let's go to that desktop to find the work. Okay, so here and David's assignment, let's see if the changes David made actually saved. So here, see, and see. Okay, so I believe we understand how to create fillable worksheets. When you get the recording, just follow through. Okay, just follow through. Okay, so let me go straight into PowerPoint and show us the clock itself. So I would create a new tab here. Create a new slide here, sorry. So this is basically just inserting a circle. Inserting a circle. Now, if you look at this page, you see that what are these lines? These cross lines that are across my canvas, what is it called? Can answer. What is it called?
Guideline.
Guides. Yes, thank you. These are guides. These are guides. So I want to draw this circle. I'll draw it by holding my shift key so that it becomes a preferred circle. Yep. So I don't need to adjust by myself. I just come here, click align, center, click align, middle. So it positions itself. Okay, because I'm trying to achieve a clock. That's why I need these guides. You know, it's a circle. So you must position it at the center so you can achieve what you want to do. Okay, so I'm going to change the fill to white, outline to black. Adjust.
Hello.
Yes?
Sorry, please. How did you apply the guide before you move forward?
Oh, you go to view. Go to view. Let me show you again. Go to view. Click on guides. If I uncheck this, the guides go off. If you check it, the guides come back. So it's
Okay,
always on
thank
the view
you.
tab. Okay, so back to my shape format. And okay, so I'm going to insert now. Let me still increase the weight of the outline. Let me make it a little thick. Okay, so 6 points is okay. So this is my circle and I'm going to insert my numbers. To do that, you use your text boxes. So just click on text box, insert the text box. Let's start with number 12. Let's insert the text box. Once you click on the text box, click centralize so that the number you're typing will move to the center. Okay, click centralize. Apply the font you want to use. I think this font is okay. Uppers is okay. So let's see if you want to change the size to 24. So let me just type 12 and then I will move it. Okay, I think I would like to make it bold. Make it bold because I want to draw my clock. If you think the font is not too visible, you can still increase the font. Let me see. Is this too big? Okay, so let me just leave it at 32. All right, so I'm going to move it now. So watch, I'm moving this thing and you can see those guys. It's just telling me that you have arrived at the center. I don't know if anybody notices that. The guy just stopped there, telling me, oh, this is the center. Position it there. And if I leave it, you can see that one is just actually at the center. So what I need you to do is to create the 4 points, 12, 6, 3, and 9. So all you need to do from here is to duplicate this one, move it. While you're bringing it here, it will also show you the guide. I don't know if anybody is noticing the guides that appear once I approach. So
Yes, I can see.
that's what these guides do in PowerPoint and even in Canva. Very possible you can also still create this kind of clock in Canva because there are guides there that will position it for you. So that means this is perfect at the center. I'll duplicate this and I will move it and bring it here. See, the guides have appeared telling me you are in order with the one at the top. So I'll just drop it there. I can just change it to 6, change this to 3, duplicate this, move it. Okay, so that's just okay. I think this is fine. Yes. So these guys just help us streamline things, just makes it very easy. And all I need to do is duplicate. Let me start from 1. Okay, so let me just assume that this is my 1 and I like it there. Duplicate 2. I want to bring 2 to this side. No, it has to go back a bit. Yep. Okay, so I'm cool there. Duplicate 4. Duplicate 5. 5. Duplicate. Okay, now look at this. I'm moving this one to put my number 7 box, and it's already giving me a guide showing me that the one by my right side is in line. Okay, so I can drop it right there. I don't know. I believe we can all see this on my screen. So I'll drop it here and then I'll duplicate again. I'll bring it here. It will tell me, I'll just wait for it to position itself too with this one. See? It has positioned itself. I can still move it a bit to see if truly it has. Okay, this is where this one is. This is where this one is. So I'll drop it. I'll drop it there. And then I'll duplicate again. Okay, cool. Duplicate and bring it here. Perfect. Perfect. So change. When you start fixing in them, when you're trying to modify the hands, you will decide on your own if it's actually perfect that way. So the first one I drew, it was so perfect. Like I didn't even need to change anything. I didn't need to start all over again. It was really okay. So two, and here is, sorry, 1. Okay, so how do we bring in the hands? You insert, go to shape, click your circle and come to the center. Hold your shift key down so you can draw a very small circle there. Place it at the center, make sure it's at the center, and hold your shift key down. And let's adjust it a little. I need it small. I don't need it so big. Okay, so position. Now I used this arrow shape. I use this arrow to create the hand. So just click that, draw the arrow, draw the arrow. Okay, let me rotate it. I want it to face up. Flip vertical. I want it to go up. Now, when I bring it here, you see this yellow points. I drag it in because I want it to give me that hand look. And then this one, I adjust it as if I want to go in. I'm moving in, like going as if I'm dragging it to the right side. That's what is making it short that way. And then this one, I just adjust it. So if you move it, adjust the 4 points. That is this other white, the angles, not this yellow now. The angles, it would come and shrink a little bit because this side seems to be a little so big. So I just shrink it using the points. See, I'm shrinking it using the points. Okay, so I think this is fine, and this can form my long hand. If I still want to make the long hand bigger, I can still do that. Okay, so that's my long hand. Once you adjust, once it seems like you've adjusted something, please just undo so that it adjusts itself back, because adjusting something will be bad and it will leave you hanging. So this is at the center now. So I just need to take off all the outlines and just make it black. Fill it black. Fill the other one, make it black. Okay, so this, I'll duplicate this now because I don't want to draw. I don't go through the stress of drawing. So just duplicate and rotate it this way. So let's say you want to start this way. Okay, so in my slides, I noted down the dimensions. So for the hour hand of 1 is 30 degrees. So if you rotate that to 30 degrees, you would definitely see it turn. But I need to reduce this a little first to give you my shorthand. So let me just drop it at the center here first. Yes, drop it. Okay, so this is my shorthand. Now I'm going to highlight 3 of them. Let me pick the circle first because it's quite small. And let me select this one. Hold Control key, select, and let me group it. Control G. I've grouped all of this hand together now. So I can now click on the hand, click on the shorthand, rotate it. So now we don't have all that rotation here. So you click more rotation options. Take it to 30 degrees first. So it turns that way, and then you drag, position it. I don't know if you can see this. Position it. So that is my 1 o'clock. Now, this is where it's tricky. Look at this. Highlight everything. So it highlights all the text boxes and everything you've been doing. Then just group it. Shape format, group. So this is one. Now I can move this around, okay? Because I'm going to use this to create every other thing I need. Now this is my 1 o'clock. Now I'm going to show us how to convert what we have designed in PowerPoint. How do you convert it to picture? Because that was how I had to upload all of these, because I uploaded all of these as picture. Okay, so I'll show you what happens if you don't convert this to picture form. I'll show you in a bit. So let's convert this. How do you convert something you have designed on PowerPoint? That is an element you designed, not the whole slide, an element you have designed on PowerPoint to a picture form. So just click on it, right click, and you'll see save as picture. Just click on save as picture and it will bring you into a file. So let's go to, I want to go back to where I saved the others. Okay, I saved them here. Clip Art Library Clock. I saved them here. So this is my, okay, let me just put it 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. I don't worry about the typing. That's how I want to leave it, 1 o'clock. And then I'll click save. So that is saved. Now watch, let's import it. And let me show you what I mean. Insert, picture, this device, desktop, where is my file? Okay, not here. GT doc, clip art library, clocks. And let's import 1 o'clock. This is 1 o'clock. Okay, so insert. So this is it. It has inserted, right? So now watch this. I can adjust this. Just hold your shift key down so you can move this clock and make it small like you wish. However you want to, whatever size you want it to be, you can move it. Now watch this. I'll hold the shift key down and I'll adjust this. Can you see what's happening? Please, who can tell me why that happened?
Because it's not a picture.
It wasn't grouped.
Because it was grouped because we didn't convert it to picture form. Picture form locks the image. Do you understand? It locks what you have designed. So no matter how I adjust this thing, it will only follow, meaning that in picture form, the text boxes are not visible anymore. It has converted everything. So no matter how I adjust it, it will follow me. Anywhere I go, it will follow me. Look at it. Even as small as it is, nothing is moving, nothing is disorganizing. So please let me undo because I still need this one. I don't need it to disorganize yet. Okay, so I'll just do 1 now. I will turn this hand to 11. So let me click on the shorthand and let's check our dimension again. I think this should be 330. Okay, so at 11, yes, at 11 is 3:30. So you come back, click on this, go back to your shape format, rotate, more rotation option, change this to 3:30, enter, and it will turn this way. So let's see if we actually got, it's so accurate. I think I deserve a clap. So my dimensions are very accurate. And what helped me is the guides. So using the guides will help us position it. So all you need to do is just keep creating. Anyone you adjust, click on it, save as picture so that you have it in your, so you know that you have built your clock library. You have your clock library with you, 11 o'clock. Okay, so right now I can boast that I have a clock library here. So that's it. That was how I achieved this. And I just needed to insert them, reduce them to fit in, and then create boxes here. So this is a worksheet. And remember, if you're doing worksheets, PowerPoint is cool. PowerPoint is cool, most especially for all these kind of edits. PowerPoint and Canva, they're just very beautiful. So whichever one you feel you can utilize to create your worksheets, fine. And whatever you do on PowerPoint can still be uploaded to Seda to create fillables, remember. And like something like this worksheet is just a printable worksheet. What I need is to be done is the printable worksheet that the children need to cut out the shoes, the colors, and paste them where necessary. Okay, so that's what I did with this worksheet. I'm going to show us how to do this for those of us in nursery. Okay, so how did I get all of these trace letters? So you have to look for KG primary font. KG primary font. So you can do that by just going to Google.
No, sorry. Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
KG primary dot font. So you click on it and you see the first site that pops up is that font, the one we used the other day. So just click on KG primary dot font using that font. And once you come into that place, look at these things, you can download them now. So see, they are all in one. It's telling you here that it's all in one. So if you click download, you will download this and you'll be able to install. I already showed us how to install fonts into the computer. So you can refer back to the class where we did that. So install it and you can bring this font in. That was how I got this font. That's how I got this font, and I'm able to type it. So let's say I want to move this up, and I want to add a new table. This is actually table. I use table to design this. This is table. So all you need to do is click here and come to table layout and click yes, insert row below. Insert a row below, not column. Column is vertical. Rows are the ones that move horizontally. So click insert row below, and that's it. So let's say I wanted to type here and I wanted to type this same exact font. So all I need to do is go to my home tab. I'm just showing us how to do that. Once you've downloaded it, oh, it's even showing there by default. Okay, so all you need to do is just search for the font, KG primary dot lined. This I installed them already here. You can see them here. I installed the 4 of them because they came in 4. I installed the one that does not have the lines on it. So let me choose this one and type something. Okay, so let me choose this and type 21. So you see, it just comes out without those lines on it. So if I click on this and type 22, this one is having lines because it just added by default. So that's how to get this kind of fonts. For those of you who want to create traceable worksheets for your kids. Thank you very much. Do you have a question? I think at this point we have come to the end of our class. Any questions, please?
I don't have a question, but I kind of like this Canva more than PowerPoint because this one is easier to and very, very
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed it. I
Okay.
don't really have it. This
Okay.
one is okay.
So all you need to do is just explore Canva. Canva, like I said, once if you can pay for it, you will use the feature, as in you will create a lot of worksheets that are amazing. And remember, I showed us. Let me share my screen again.
Like I tell you, I don't online.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so Canva is cool, like I said, it's very cool. And once you can, if you think, oh, but I wouldn't advise anybody to pay for it now. Just see how you can actually utilize most of the things there. Let's say I wanted to change all of these. I don't, okay, if I keep scrolling down, I'll see a lot. These ones are just magic recommendations. They just have so many things on it. Okay, I think this is where it ends. So look at all these. You can explore. I mean, it has embedded pictures. You don't need to stress yourself going to download the picture before you create your worksheets, except maybe for specific thing, you know that, oh, I've searched this Canva and I can't really find these things. So therefore you can utilize downloading your pictures and creating your PowerPoint. You can also create presentations in Canva too, but I would like you to just stick to PowerPoint because PowerPoint makes it better. PowerPoint is cool. So maybe by the time you've mastered PowerPoint very well, then maybe you can start exploring the features of Canva for presentations. Yeah. All right. Any other question? Any observation? Or you want to say something? Okay, so tomorrow I'll be reviewing maybe some of our assignments and I'll be answering most of your questions. So I think maybe you should just put down all the questions you need to ask as regards the lesson, maybe from day one till now. Put down the questions and I'll respond to all your questions and help you out with anything I need to help out with. So at this point, we have come to the end of these the lessons proper of Teach Smart Bootcamp. All right, so
Hello.
yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, it's not a question, no, it's a pleading something. Please, for
Okay.
those of us that have not assignments, because of lights, we are using band Z because we don't have lights. So please, can we still submit after tomorrow? Like after the boot camp is over? Can we still submit?
Okay, so what I need you
Because I
to
would.
do, what I need everybody to do is to just share the folder link. Share the folder link, not assignment by assignment. I think I've given 3 assignments. I'll give the fourth one. You create a worksheet on Canva by yourself. That would be like
Okay, okay,
our last assignment. I'll drop it today. So, but I will review most those who have done the assignments. I'll just like, okay, review. We'll see what others have done. So even with theirs, I can make some adjustments and corrections, and everybody will learn from it too. To
okay,
But if you have not been able to do it because of some constraints of light and all that, so just no problem. Once What I need you to do is share the folder link. Just share your folder link so that once I click on the link, I'll see all your assignments in a folder, in just that folder. You don't have to submit one after the other.
Yes, I've actually shared my folder link. The first assignment I submitted was my folder link.
All right, cool. So as you upload, I will look at them. So when you're done uploading them, I think we should be done. Let's say I'll give a deadline by next week, Wednesday.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you have questions as regard or you still need your work to be reviewed, I can maybe at my leisure time I can review.
Okay, thank you
I'll do
very
that
much.
on WhatsApp.
All right, thank you.
All right. Any other thing? Does anybody want to say anything? Okay, maybe we can share what we've learned. Okay, perhaps we'll share that tomorrow. We'll share that tomorrow. So come in with your benefit, what you think you have gained from the boot camp tomorrow, while you're coming in with your questions. Please, if there's anywhere confusing you, you need me to lay more emphasis on, I'll do that tomorrow. All right. So in the absence of no other question, thank you very much, guys, and have a good night.
Thank you for
Enjoy
your
the
time.
rest of your night.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Finally came to one.